or less. I thought I could do it, but it's freaking Maxi. They're not even gonna make it. This is part 2. We lost. No more shootouts. I lost. No more.
Coming up next, the Nets taking on the Celtics. Well, we've seen some teams great. Stumble out of the gate to begin this season, still trying to find their footing, getting some traction.
And when you're not meeting expectations, the pressure ramps up. But as a team, you can't let it get to you, especially with time to turn things around.
And here we are in the quarterfinals. MP's very pleased to be here, but he knows the job is not done yet.
Oh, yeah. And MP wants it all. From the start of this competition, he told us he is all in on winning this thing, and he's 3 wins away from reaching that goal.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. Peyton Pritchard out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Garza in at the 5 down low. And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. A nice shot by MP.
You're not talking because I lost.
He has the poise to take high percentage shots.
And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. Outside, Simon. And here's Tatum for 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. We'll see how the rotations go this time out. Every night it seems to be different.
Pass to MP. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. MP's got his second bucket.
Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
Pritchard gets the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And the basket by MP.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I was able to talk with Jordy Fernandez for a minute. We briefly talked about Jaylen Brown and what kind of defensive mindset you have to have against him, and he said, we have to be willing to work just as hard as he is. We have to fight through every single screen, talk to one another, and contest every shot we can. Sounds like it would be an all-out effort against Brown here in this one. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Garza, it's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Fires it up. Again, the Nets for 2.
Well, that's something his coaches would like to see more of.
Yeah,
Cam
last
Thomas,
guys.
making plays for others.
Brown outside. And finished off by Brown.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. You know, Doris, whenever Cam Thomas gets the ball, you expect him to shoot it.
You do, Kevin. There's certain guys in the league that always have the beat lightly, and Cam Thomas, one of those guys. This guy legitimately, on a nightly basis, can put up huge scoring numbers.
And so a timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And it's Brown missing.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Williams is out there with Porter. Then it's MP. Then it's Johnson. And it's Clowney in at the 5. So that's the next 5. Hauser. Brown outside. Offensive rebound. Fires the 3. Boston again missing.
Well, whether it's a defensive adjustment or he's gone just a bit cold, that efficiency has really fallen off this quarter.
MP, no good.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
I mean, what a player Jaylen Brown has become. My goodness.
Williams kicks to MP. It's stolen by Brown. Unloads from 13. That doesn't go either for Brown.
Now, how about this? He cannot find his rhythm in this period. This has been tough sledding.
MP, no good. Celtics leading by 4. Brown finds Boucher. A three-pointer, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Nets passing it around. Williams for 3. Einard pulls it in. Boston's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Boston, no good that time either. Nets shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. And that one's by Porter.
Using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Brown with it. Now defended by MP. Minot can't get it to go. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. To the inside. Pass to Clowney. Outside, Porter. Buries the long-range jumper. Got 5 points in the quarter.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Up and in on the layup. Pritchard's got 8 points.
And they've repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
To the paint. It's MP hustling his way for 2.
The scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Jason Tatum keeping the main thing the main thing. He said there are players that get caught up in the lifestyle and they choose that over the game. The money is a plus, yes, but I truly love the game because I love basketball, not for the things that come with it. Guys?
You'll love to hear it. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
They set the pick. Pass to Tatum. Oh, Tatum won't be denied.
Well, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
MP, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Tatum passes to Garza. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Clearly a foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
This season, the percentage right around 72%, so not the kind of success he was hoping for.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Timmy. Here's Carpenter. It's tipped, and they'll keep possession. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Washington on top, up 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you to halftime as the Boston Celtics are getting everything they can handle. So,
got to give it up for their second unit, leaping off that bench, going out there playing like starters.
roster depth the key. And circling back to the first half, what about these 2 pointers?
They're at the point guard position, really testing each other's ability to run things. Cerebral battle.
And that's a halftime.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thanks so much for the report, Shams. Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Out on the wings for him, it'll be Simons and Brown. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Garza in at the center position.
Never shy about letting it fly. Cam Thomas, folks.
Brown outside. Inside. Garza gets the bucket. Garza's got 6.
Oh, how Jaylen Brown's facilitation skills advance the older he gets. Nice pass.
Thomas kicks to MP. Outside Thomas. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
Now, here's Simon. And we know he can score. He's averaging 2.5 points a game.
Yeah, that's right.
There's Brown with the 3. Kwame pulls it in. Kwame's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Porter. Good. Nice job down low. 11 points in the game.
Exactly the start to this half that you're looking for. He's taken 3 shots. He's made 3 shots.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. They get it back.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Down low. MP, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And it's Simons missing.
That's a breakdown defensively right there, folks. He just could not make them pay.
Here's MP. Rebounded by the Celtics. Pritchard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Tatum. Off target with his 3. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Counted.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Pritchard hits the bucket. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Boston's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Outside Tatum. And the Celtics hit again from Tatum.
That's Tatum's size and high release point. He's able to get that three-point shot off against virtually anybody.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And Brooklyn making a change here. Williams is checked in. Then for the Celtics, Kate is checked in. And Sam Hauser subbed in for Anthony Simons.
Contact there and converting.
Shooting their first free throw of the night.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
Chris Boucher is checked in for the Celtics. Well, already so accomplished, Doris. Jason Tatum. As you look at the landscape of the Celtics, where is his place in that story?
Well, let's remember, Kevin, that he's still a young player, and so that history is still being written. But the North Star for the Boston Celtics is always championships, and Tatum has proven he can deliver.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Hauser. And it's off from three-point range. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets, trailing by 2. To the paint. Inside. MP gets it.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
The Celtics have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Tatum beyond the arc. Rebound by Williams. The Nets have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Here's Thomas. Yep, that one goes. Thomas got 7 points for the quarter.
Cam Thomas is not one to be afraid to take heavily contested shots, and he's had the ability to make them.
Williams against Tatum. Shot clock at 6. For the 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot 3. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Boston.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
Porter and Clowney up in the forward spots. Cam Thomas is out there with MP. And it's Timmy in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
The passing, the shooting, the scoring, it's all clicking right now for Jaylen Brown.
MP. Pritchard rips down the rebound.
More good work on the glass.
Oh my eye.
All said and
Stupid
done,
eye.
I think rebounding might tell the story in this game. You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Got it to go off the glass.
They continue the battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. The Celtics making a switch here. Mars is checked in. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, you're just chucking up the first 3 you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work. Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
Thank you, Allie. Simons against Thomas. Right side Tatum. Taking the tough shot, Jason Tatum.
Well, Jason Tatum, in a big moment, he is unafraid.
Here's MP. Porter fires. Connects with the J.
And it's clear Porter is a classy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Tatum can't drop the tough three-pointer.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
Here's MP. Porter. Pritchard rips down the rebound. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. Ripped away. And here we go. MP heading to the hoop. Rebounded by Tatum. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. It's a three-point game. For three. Tatum drills it from distance.
Man, you can get chills watching Jason Tatum want to deliver in the clutch.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
It's the first that brings them within 5.
What's up, Nate? What's up, Nate?
Boy, within striking distance.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Now here's Tatum. D right on him. Missed on the three. Brooklyn with the ball.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
When they go to the intentional foul. And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. Now in timeout.
You could just call a timeout before.
They're down by 5. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
They're trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here. Absolutely fearless by MP. What a huge bucket.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So it gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And that should do it. No miracle comeback tonight, but boy, what a game, fellas.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul. Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break.
I mean, there's no doubting they deserve that technical. I'm just not sure it's a good decision to pick it up right now.
So it's Boston sweeping by with the win. A truly
Kind of a mixed bag for you tonight, Emily. You were able to get back on track offensively, but you guys came up short. What do you think needs to change?
Well, to be honest, we need to get off to a better start. If you get your confidence up early, you can ride that kind of wave into the end of the game. And that's on me, though. I got to be a better leader. I got to get everyone involved from beginning to the end.
Sounds like great teamwork. Thank you, Enki.
It will be. Thanks.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Jennifer, thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So, for Doris Burke,
pass that one.
What's up, MP?
The Nets taking on the Celtics. For the Nets, losing sight of their identity over the last 10 games, they've won only 2 of them. Tonight, they're hoping to get back to what they do well with a win. Celtics, Nets, up next. Well, Stan, this is game 2 of this mini regular season series. What's it like for a coach tonight?
Well, I like these. It's rare to get the same team in consecutive games during the regular season, but it's great preparation for the playoffs. A chance to see how your team can make game-to-game adjustments.
I gotta say, guys, watching MP's success so far in his NBA Cup quest this season has been nothing short of remarkable. He's done exactly what he set out to do. Win the games, lead his team, execute both offensively and defensively. It's been quite impressive.
Yeah, I mean, when you make it this far, it is not by accident. Calculated adjustments both for MP and the team. In general, attacking defenses, strategizing how to mix up their defensive looks, and optimize matchups. I love the spectacle around MP. He's good entertainment, and I think great for the NBA as a whole. It's definitely a star-fueled league.
And the starting group for the Celtics. Filling out the wings, Simons and Brown. Then it's Jason Tatum, and it's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Garza in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And some tough salary decisions this summer for the Boston Celtics coach.
Well, in one way, it's a good problem to have, possessing too much talent. But with this new CBA, it's harder to retain everybody like we saw with Celtics teams of old. I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Back to Tatum. The 3 is up. On target from range.
Solid from 3. Tatum is not shy about firing away.
Porter, the pass to MP. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Here's Timmy. Rebound Boston. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets. Came away with a win.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Yeah, they had a good game plan, executed it well, and they didn't let the crowd affect them.
MP no good. Boston's gone 1 for 5 from 3-point range. A cold start. Tatum. And that misses. That would have put him up. On the wing, Porter. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And here's Thomas from the arc. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Well, Thomas is an eager three-point shooter. He wasn't going to pass up that chance.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Celtics just played phenomenal. He dropped 24 points and did a nice job of spreading the ball. Another one. Nothing new. Guys, we'll see how long he keeps this up.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. What a commanding performance in that one. He led the charge for his guys.
Yeah, it's clear this guy is unafraid. He relishes the opportunity to take over for his team.
Yeah, so now the question is, can he do it again? Playing like that consistently is not easy.
Takes a 3, and it's Porter. Time on the assist by Thomas.
And that shot is a confidence builder for Porter Jr. When he's hitting these, you know he's feeling it.
And here's Simons outside. And it's Timmy with a rebound.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Well, Grant, for a late first-round pick, Cam Thomas is a certified bucket.
Yeah, B.A. He's got every shot in the book. And he's still rounding out the other aspects of his game. But if you need to score, that he can do.
Rudy Fernandez wants a timeout. He might have seen something he needs to review with his guys. And Anthony Simons has grown his reputation, but he still flies a little under the radar, Stan.
B.A., he hasn't been in high visibility situations, like an epic playoff game that puts you on everyone's map. But opponents sure fear him and respect him.
And he's going for the oop here. It's stolen by Johnson. In transition, here comes Brooklyn. Johnson is out there with MP. Then it's Williams, then it's Michael Porter, and it's Clowney in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Hauser, that's good.
Savvy. Brown does what he can to help the team win, and he's upgraded his passing.
And Williams punches it home.
Making sure of it with the two-man slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Outside, Brown. Inside, Shireman. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
To the paint. Johnson passes to MP. Down low, MP drops it in.
I like how assertive MP is down there. No question that he's got the skills to score in the paint.
Here's Shireman, covered by MP. Here's Brown. That one off the back iron and out.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Johnson with a bucket.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
The Celtics with the lead. Here's Shireman. On the money from 12 feet away. Shireman's got his second basket.
And they're trending in the right direction after a rough first quarter from the field.
The score all even.
Skate down his passes.
They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Pass to Hauser. Now here's Brown. To the inside. Deflects the pass. And finished off by Boucher.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Drops it to 3.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Here's Brown. They get the rebound. The 3. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Guys, Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back to you guys.
Allie, thanks for the report. And the Celtics making a change here. Garza's checked in for Queta. Tatum comes in for Boucher. Simons is checked in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Peyton Pritchard in for Shireman. And the officials whistle a foul. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
And a look now at how the offensive approach
Nice.
has been going here so
Sorry for
far
not talking.
Well,
I'm
they're
just
in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And not only that, they're off to a pretty hot start shooting from outside. They seem locked in tonight.
What a move by Tatum, finishing strong at the ring.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Porter's got 8.
After an okay first quarter of shooting, they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now.
There's Tatum with the 3. Hits the trifecta.
Well, look at how his team works to get Tatum set up for success, feeding him when he's ready to fire.
From deep, MP. The long-range hit from MP.
They're shooting the 3 extremely well. It's fun to see if keep it up.
Skate with that perfect three. He took that back.
Deciding where to go with it. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
Some guts. Simons finishing with strength.
Here's Porter. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got assist number 8 now on the night. 1 second left. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Nets, up by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings. And we're going to take a moment to talk about something. I've been seeing Shaq's face everywhere lately. Kenny, do you think it's fair to say Shaq is the king of sponsorships?
Interesting question, Ernest.
Pass it, Shaq.
I do see you a lot in a lot of positions, but I don't know if I call you the king. Ernie is right. I am indeed the king of sponsorship. Everybody wants the big diesel stamp of approval.
Shaq, you ever think of doing any pro bono work? And when we look at the first half of the Nets, a close contest so far.
This is where your ball movement really helps you. Against this defense, you cannot afford to just stack. Kenny, that's a good game plan.
That's it, Shaq? That's your full analysis?
Okay, good game plan, Kenneth.
Okay, then. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian and...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. One of the stories here, Michael Porter getting it done today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's
I would
the
do it.
problem right now.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. At the forward spot, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Anthony Simons, and it's Garza in at the center position.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Inside, Timmy uses the glass on the layup.
These coaches just love that assist from Thomas. They know Cam can be a good passer.
To the middle, here's Pritchard. And a nice finish on the layup.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. There's no question, Peyton Pritchard has one of the best value contracts in the league.
Sure does, B.A. He's on a 4-year, $1 million. He's a tireless worker, a talented scorer, playmaker, and, of course, outside shooter.
Kick out to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pritchard gets it to go.
Well, it seems like Simons is always keeping his options open, always willing to make the pass instead of taking the shot.
Down low. Yep, that one's good. MP's got 9 points.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
To the middle. Here's Garza. And he goes in for the dunk.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Here's MP. MP right through him.
Yeah, they come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
Tatum looking it over. Pass to Simons. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
Williams is checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Clowney. Off target with the three. And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for Boston. For the lead. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Pritchard's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really using his head.
Clowney can't get it to go. The Celtics have gotten all 6 of their shots to fall. Talk about a perfect start to the half. MP against Pritchard. Pass to Simons. Good. And Brown gets the assist. 11 points in the game.
And they're shooting with much more confidence here in the second half. The field goal percentage is now over 50%.
Up the floor. Pritchard gets it to go. And now it's a 6-point Celtic lead.
But when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Shot to stop the run. And MP with a nice bucket inside. MP's got 13.
Well, even though he hasn't been in the league a long time, MP knows exactly where to get his points.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Got a line change here for Boston. And now that we're into December, let's check in on the Rookie of the Year race. And this year's rookie class has been an exceptionally fun one to watch. So I'm sure fans want to know who's...
Nice. 2-point game behind.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Simons finds Tatum. Back to Simons. Pass to Tatum. Lets it go from deep. Jason Tatum! He's a sharpshooter!
And when it comes to the three, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Nets trail by 5. The tandem on the perimeter, Thomas and Porter Jr. Then it's MP, and it's Timmy in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. It's good from the infield.
What a performance. He took him beyond the arc of the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
Here's Garza. Left side Tatum. Oh, and a great bucket from Tatum. Taking the hit.
Well, with his dribble moves, Tatum will get where he needs to go, and he's an outstanding finisher.
MP outside. Oh, off target from downtown. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. 4-point game. Here's a pass to Tatum from 13 feet. He got it.
He's so good in that medium range area. Tatum can create space and shoot over the top of the defense.
Porter buries it from outside.
I like going to Porter there. He's got great size for a wing.
Skill with the pass. Love shoot. You pass it back.
Pritchard outside. Now Simons. Oh, the lead pass. Great dish.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession. They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Bucket!
Well, look, you're talking about one of the more dynamic scorers in this league. Jason Tatum putting on a show.
Bucket is good!
And Porter Jr. is
Gateway 12%. 12.
taking big-time shots.
It's money from deep.
Well, he's such a natural talent. Has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
Here's Porter. Oh, he nailed the jumper.
Well, it's nice to see Porter Jr. hitting the glass and fighting for a second chance basket there.
Simons got it. The step back.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's He's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Thomas fires. 19-footer is good.
And this guy, Thomas, is a big-time scorer. Fantastic job coming through in the front.
Outside Brown, and he commits the intentional foul. Pritchard against MP. Clock at 6. Tatum a screen on MP. No good from 3.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Thomas. Let's loose for 3. Cash downtown.
Huge bucket from Cam Thomas. This guy is fearless.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the top.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Brooklyn with the ball. Shoots a 3, and he nails it.
Oh my God!
Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 3-point game.
Question is, now can they protect the 3-point lead?
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah. Block is their
That's
enemy,
game.
and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. 3
Now
seconds
we're
left
out.
to play in the 4th. All right, guys, what do you think?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
So we see Boston get the win here. This was a hard...
A double-double is a terrific performance by the United what must be a disappointing loss. Talk to me.
Yeah, double-doubles don't mean much to me, Dom. You see 100 double-doubles a night in this league. It ain't 1960 anymore.
Over to you, BA.
Thank you, Dominic. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson.
Conway.
Vegas could fall short right before the finals.
We're happy to have made it this far, but we would have loved to win it all. I know the prize would have meant a lot to us guys and Vegas too, so we wanted to win really bad. And is that all? All right.
Maybe.
Thank you.
Maybe not.
Nice work, MP.
Going to the locker rooms.
Bro, I got a great theme lined up for the second half of this season. Please tell me you're ready to go.
Yep, rolling.
Bet. What's up, everybody? It's your boy MP, here to announce that for the rest of this season, I'll be covering the MVP race on my social media channels.
You think you're the favorite?
Of course I do. But to be the best, you gotta beat the best. So I'm gonna highlight games again. An MVP should be able to drag any group of guys to 500. After that, it all comes down to your supporting cast.
Next season when I join the team, and do something else like that, where I saw at first. That's it for today.